There's a really bright full moon tonight, and I don't think on camera it's going to show up as big and bright as it is. The night sky is absolutely beautiful. We finally got a break in the weather, uh, and the skies are clear, which means it's going to be pretty cool tonight. It's going to be down around freezing, but I don't anticipate being uncomfortable at all. Got a couple of new gear pieces. It's too dark and and all to go through all that, so I'm gonna wait until morning, and I may kind of do a rundown on that, or I may wait until later tomorrow afternoon. Good morning. The low last night was supposed to be 32. I'm pretty sure it was about that. My water bottle didn't freeze, but it is pretty chilly this morning. It's about 6:45, and I got up about 6, so I've been up for about 45 minutes. First cup of coffee. That is the plan this morning. Have 2 cups of coffee, and pack it up and hit the trail. I don't know what my agenda is for today. I know I'm on Thompson Creek, so I am gonna it's Trail 206. So in the Sipsey Wilderness, and I am going to go down 206 for a while and go see some of the major attractions along 206. Had to set up the tent in the dark, and it's a new tent, Gossamer Gear the 2, and I'll be showing that. And I had a terrible pitch on it because last night setting it up in the dark, I just didn't do very well. It's still new to me, and I've set it up twice in the backyard just to kind of get accustomed to setting it up. And I did fine with it in the backyard. Even on my first attempt, it was a pretty good pitch. But doing it last night in the dark, when I got up this morning, well, actually, I kind of knew it last night, but when I got up this morning, I could see what a terrible job I did at setting it up. So I guess I'll show even with a terrible setup, terrible pitch on it. To go with it, I got the Polycro ground sheet, and for the one, I guess you only need one of them. For the two, you need both of them. But I laid them out side by side as wide as I could get them, and they're way too wide. So lesson learned there. In fact, I may even just use one, but I don't know. I'll take a look at it in the daylight where I can see what I'm doing. Because when I first got the tent, I didn't have the Polycro. So the setting up in the backyard was without the Polycro. So I will try it again this afternoon and see if I can get it right this time. I'm in the process of filtering water. I let gravity do it. If you're not letting gravity do it, you're not living right. When I come to the Sipsey, I bring a chair because they're usually pretty short distances. I don't do a whole lot on distance, so it's totally worth it for the comfort. Now, Gossamer Gears, the 2, this is a horrible, terrible setup. I guess I could show the negative too, but you see the Polycro is sticking out. The pitch on it is pretty terrible. You see the Polycro sticking out on this side too. I use the little clothesline that goes across the peak there. I used it to hang my light last night if I needed it. And I needed just what I was getting set up, that's all. So anyway, I'll do better with the setup tonight. It's also on something of an incline. I kept going toward that corner back there. And the foot box of my sleeping bag got damp. I don't think it's actually wet, like soaked through wet, but I'll have to dry that out. Oatmeal, straight out of the bag. I've started bringing a chair, like I mentioned. Boy, it makes camp comfort a whole lot better. I made a video on the economics of backpacking that dealt with the difference between hiking comfort and camping comfort. I recommend you take a look at it. Some of it's funny and some of it is spot on accurate. When you pack things up, what are you going for? Are you going for comfort while you're walking, or comfort while you're in camp like this? Instant coffee. Yum. So Gossamer Gears, the one, you can see in the streaks you see there, that's on the inside. The seal nylon this is made out of is really thin material. It seems durable, but really thin material. And so you can kind of see through it when that yellow Thermarest X light is in there. You can see yellow, but you can see the condensation where I've touched it. There, it's a single wall tent, so that's just going to be, unfortunately, that's just going to be part of it. But you can see there. There is some condensation. I may talk more about that pillow later. My last inflatable pillow died on me. Thing had about 10 little pinprick holes in it, and over the course of the night it would just completely deflate. And that's, I've already packed it up, but in a previous video I showed that. It's the Hike and Bike Aeolus 15 degree. I was really comfortable last night at about the freezing mark, so it was good. And you can see how roomy this is, but you can also see how just not a very good pitch on it. I had a lot of looseness on the floor, so and you can see in some places the bathtub floor really is not very high, so I did a pretty poor job of pitching it last night, but that's okay. I'll correct it tonight. I'll do better. It's a little after 8, just getting on trail. This is one of the great things about coming out and doing this in Sipsey Wilderness is that to me it just feels like there is no rush for anything, because unless you're doing a loop around the whole wilderness area, the distances are not great. You don't have to go far to see things that are interesting and natural, and kind of just escaping the modern life and the modern rat race. Which brings me to this thought. I had this thought on the way here last night. To me, the Sipsey Wilderness is a retreat. And when I say that, I mean it in two senses. A retreat, sort of, if you think of the military sense of the word, kind of a fallback position to kind of regather your forces and get ready to counterattack. So if you think of life in those terms, and all the things with the rat race and all the things that we have going on in our modern lives, this is my chance to retreat. It's a fallback position to kind of regather myself. And then there's the sense of a retreat as a retreat in the sense of a place to go to escape. So there's those two elements, and I have the sense that when I come do this, it's really both of them. It is my place to come and sort of regather myself, and it's also kind of my fallback position to rethink things and kind of regather myself, recharge. And to me, the Sipsey Wilderness is a perfect place for it. So when I come here, there's no rush to do miles. There's no rush to do much of anything. Just sort of take it easy. If you've been to the Sipsey, then you can appreciate this. This is a pretty typical Sipsey trail right here. There are occasionally some really mild ups and downs. So this is the eye of the needle along Trail 206, Thompson Creek Trail. This is the way I've seen most people come up. And Trail 206, where I came from, is down that way. And then it comes around, it goes around this point and comes back behind me. And then the trail comes back from down there and runs along there. And you can just see somebody's camped over there. And up at eye of the needle. There's a place right here that is perfect for a lunch break, a snack break, or just a break. So I call this place the Ledge because that's kind of what it is, just a ledge up above and pretty precipitous drop right there. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I can just hear the rapids down there. Well, that's one way to do it. So right up there by that log is where I have my sliding episode. And then you come down here. And out here on this point. I love the color of the water this time of year. It's kind of blue-green color. Man, it's such a beautiful day. Blue skies. Late winter. I guess for Alabama it's kind of early spring. Such a beautiful day. Just makes me want to recite poetry. One day I went to the zoo, for I wanted to see the old new. But the old new was dead. There was a new instead, and that new, well, he knew he was new. If you know any other limericks, put those in the comments below. So that looks like it would be a cool place to camp if there's if there's somewhere that's flat to get set up. I think I may walk down there just to go see. So we'll check it out. So I said this would be a pretty interesting place. Absolutely stand by that. In fact, this might even be a spot to come when it starts to get more towards summer temps, because it's open. You get a little bit of a breeze when there is one, and this would be a great place to come take a dip if the water's up high enough. I've about made an executive decision where I'm going to pack it in and go home later this evening. I got to thinking, I've got to get home early because I've got an event I've got to go to with my son tomorrow. And add to that, that if we switch over to daylight savings time, I would have to get up at between 5 and 6, get moving anyway. Now add to that I lose an hour of sleep. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to pack it in and call this a trip. But I will say, to go back to that theme earlier of a retreat, I think I've got what I needed or what I wanted out of this trip anyway. So well, what did you think? That I was going to leave it?